we live, Silent Assassin? Are we live? Are we live-ish? We are live. And we are in an alternate reality. I don't know where the hell we are. The All Even Studios is very different, but welcome to the All Even Podcast. My name is Barry Grant Jr. You can listen to the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. I'm all over the place. You can catch me on Instagram at All Even Podcast, X at All Even Podcast, All Even Media on TikTok. Go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend because the page is growing. There's no Claude, there's no Jimmy. They are still on PTO, but the Silent Assassin is here. What did you do to the studio? Okay? You caused this. I don't know what happened here.
Did I? I don't know. It looks pretty good, though. So if it is my fault, then...
Yeah, you can take credit for no. I mean, listen, it's been time for a well-needed makeover here. Shouts to the desk. It's still here, but it's thrown in a corner somewhere. It's on punishment for now. But I think that this is just better. More wide open. We have space for so many activities.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But I'm happy. You know, it shows growth of the pod. It shows growth in regards to us as individuals, as a team, and I'm happy. I'm happy. Football has started. Obviously, we can talk about that, right? NFL Redzone is an issue. People are complaining about that. Amari Cooper, grand opening, grand closing with the Raiders. That's funny as hell. Jets problems, of course, already started. Season didn't even start yet and there's problems. Mets, we're going to discuss the Mets. There's a lot to discuss about the Mets. Irrelevant news of the week. And then the greatest segment on the planet, Dummy of the Week.
Dummy, yeah.
I got to get used to this setup right here because everything's on the left. I'm a righty. It's very weird. Before I go into all of that stuff, though, how are you?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Decent week, so.
Good week? Productive?
Yeah. Did a lot of cleaning today, so got that done.
Yeah, fix that ankle.
I know, yeah. Bum ankle.
Yeah.
Bum knee now, so.
I try not to, like, feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
Because you're a strong person, but I see you limping around, just like...
Yeah, hobbling over.
I gotta ask. Now I have to ask how she's doing. Go on.
Yeah,
I don't want to be nice.
I just don't... I don't know. I'm like, oh, it'll get better at some
Yeah.
point. So, like, I, like, literally pulled, like, my hamstring once, like, really bad. And I was just, like, just breathe it out. Like, and then a couple months, it was gone. So,
listen,
just
you
gotta wait.
need to start stretching. All right?
Yeah.
Stretching is a good thing.
Yeah.
Especially when you get, you're not old, but, like, once you get to a certain age, stretching was the thing. Like, I remember playing basketball from, like, age 13 to 24. Never stretched. Never stretched. Just got on the court and played for 6 hours. Once 25 hit, oh, it was different shit. It was completely different. I had to stretch. I had gear on top of gear. People were like, yo, why do you have so much gear playing basketball? I'm like, I need this. If I don't have this, I can't function. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So stretching is good because you don't want to end up like me, hobbling around, looking crazy. Before we get into any football talk, because obviously the Cowboys and Eagles are playing right now. I think the game is 24-20. Eagles are up. It's been a very sloppy game. We're going to go ahead and discuss that very soon. But off-topic conversation. I watched the documentary, Silent Assassin, and it bothered me so much. I couldn't tell you the last time I was, like, visibly upset watching something.
Yeah.
And, like, emotionally invested. I wanted to hurt everybody in that documentary, except the kids, right?
Yeah.
And a couple of adults.
Yeah.
But did you hear about the show or the documentary called Unknown Caller?
Yeah, I saw. I didn't watch it, but I heard about it, and I wanted to know what was going on. So I obviously
Dude.
saw the spoilers. It's nuts. I was like, I can't even, like, fathom.
The spoilers
that.
don't even do it justice.
Yeah.
You have to
Have to
watch
watch it?
this. It's not, there's no parts to it. So it's just a straight doc. I don't know if it was 90 minutes or a little less than that, but this was so messed up. It's about these teens that they grew up together, but they started dating. So it was a girl, it was a guy. Parents know each other. It's a small town. Everybody knows each other. And then all of a sudden, the young girl starts to get these really, really ugly bully, cyberbullying text messages. Mm-hmm. And they continue on for like a year and a half. Her and the boyfriend started having issues because of these text messages. They don't know who's sending them. They suspected this girl. I think the girl's name was Chloe, because Chloe and the girl never really got along. So they're putting, pieces together. Okay, you don't like her, so it has to be you. And the girl's like, nah, it ain't me. I didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I had no I'm not involved. So year and a half passed, like I said, and the sheriff gets involved. The superintendent at school, they can't do nothing. Nobody can do nothing. The parents are upset. They're frustrated. Everybody's trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So the sheriff gets involved, and he's trying to put things together, and he's useless. Completely useless, right? So then he now turns it over to the FBI. FBI man comes in and is like, all right, well, let me go ahead and go see these cases and let me see what these numbers are coming. Let me see what company these numbers are from. Goes ahead and cross-references it, finds out that it's from this like privacy company that like encrypts your real phone number, right? So then he warrants the company to be able to get into the files. Gets the files, and then he asks the young girl for her contacts, all your friends, all the people that you have in your life. So gave it to her, nothing came up. Guy, the same thing, nothing came up. So then the mother of the guy was like, well, what about the teacher? What about like the parents? What about the adults? We never really checked them, right? So he's like, all right, cool. She's like, all right, take all of these out of my phone. Take all the contacts. And lo and behold, get a ping, right? And found a number, cross-referenced that, and found like all this number was linked to all of these text messages for over a year and a half. So he finds out who it is, and he goes to the person's house. And would you not believe that it was the young girl's mother that was sending these text messages? I'm talking about how ugly she is and how skinny she is. She'll never get a man. He doesn't like her like that because she can't do the things that he wants. Yeah. I'm like, yo, that's your daughter, dude.
You can said to like, off herself.
Yeah.
Which is, is nuts. Like that's a sentence to tell someone that.
And then her explanation is like, oh well, I didn't send the first text message. I started sending them because I needed to find out who it was. So that one text message made you send 4,000.
Yeah, over almost 2 years is crazy. Like if that was like my mom, like I'm gonna take my hand and smack her.
Putting hands on you.
Like what are you telling me that?
The only person that, not even the only person, but the one that I had respect for was the dad.
Yeah.
The husband came home and said, yo, fam, you need to find somewhere to go.
Yeah.
Because if you think you're going to stay here, if you stay here, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
Because I'm killing you tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right in front of the FBI agent.
Yeah.
The FBI agent was just like, you need to go find somewhere to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not playing around.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I might just allow it.
Yeah. This is like,
I might just allow it.
I mean, honestly, like it's crazy. Your own kid, like, what happens if she did do something to herself? Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like this happens all the time, kids. This happens
all the time. Weak-minded, and not even just weak-minded, but kids. Because you got to think about it. Like cyberbullying, there's no end to it, right? Like when I was going to school, you had people that wanted to pick on kids and all that, but the picking and the bullying stopped. You went home and you had a reprieve. You had a break. There is no break now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you get picked on in school and the cyberbullying continues when you're home. So these kids nowadays go through a lot more stress than I did when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? So, But her rationale, she had a rationale for that too.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I know my daughter very well, and I know that she would never do that to herself. She would never unalive herself. I'm just like, so that gave you
The right to
the
say
right
it.
to
Yeah.
do it? Like,
Yeah, it's
what is
crazy.
wrong with you? Then her other rationale was she got, assaulted when she was 17 or a young girl like that, and she was trying to prevent her daughter from going through the same thing, so she was trying to like intervene before anything bad happened. I'm just like, that's the way you intervene? How about just telling your daughter, hey, I don't think that you should be dating right now. Maybe hold off until you get to college. But no, you go ahead and go to the extreme.
Yeah.
I gotta go get a fake number. I gotta go get this private piracy place and send 4,000 text messages. And then she was like, oh well, I was just trying to figure it out. Well, if that was the case, then when the guy broke up with your daughter, why was the new girlfriend getting text messages?
Just freaking psycho.
Right.
Psycho lady.
So come to find out that she probably has some feelings for the boy. Like, you a sick freak. And let me tell you something. You should see her, right?
Yeah.
Very inbred look.
Yeah.
Very, very inbred looking.
I was seeing some conspiracy, like she's not the looker, so she's probably, her daughter is a pretty girl,
Yeah.
and the other girl's a pretty girl, so she's probably feeling some type of jealousy, and that type of guy that she wanted back all those years, she couldn't get, so now she wants to do something about it.
Makes
Like
a
there
lot
was
of
like a
sense.
theory that I had seen.
That's kind
Yeah.
of valid.
Yeah. So, but also
But
too, like people like kind of memeing her, which is, I mean, you don't want to make fun of somebody like
Yeah.
that, but she is some type of person to do that to your own
Oh,
kid.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, they call it Munchausen syndrome,
Yeah.
right? Munchausen by proxy is parents that get their kids sick and then they take care of them, right? You always got to send them to the doctor, and you're the one that's nursing them back to health. This is kind of the same thing. It's like you're the one causing the trauma. You're stalking, and then you're the one that the daughter is coming to to be consoled. It's crazy.
Yeah.
She went to jail. She got out 2024 last year. So it was just a wild story. Shout out to my man Rob. He put me on with it, but I was tight, man.
Yeah.
I was so invested. I said, "You bitch." Unbelievable.
It's like, I mean, like for the daughter too, like it's kind of, what does she do? Because she's like, oh, like I still love my mom. It's all good and stuff, which cool. Like it's her decision to decide that, but like I don't know. I couldn't like imagine going through that. And
I
feeling
couldn't.
that type of way.
I couldn't look at my mother the same way.
Yeah.
Just because of the things that were said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be one thing if she was just like harassing the guy, right? Like trying to like whatever, but to say those things to me.
It's just like crazy. Even for like husband too, like I won't be able to be in the same house as her.
Nah.
We're done. This is over.
On site.
Yeah.
Yo, why you putting hands on your mom's like you don't know. You have no idea why.
Yeah.
Okay? Fist in face all the time. On site.
Yeah.
Go, your mother's in a nurse. What nursing home she's at? Word? Here in this town? All right, cool. I'll be back. On site.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, but if you're gonna watch it, please.
Yeah.
Watch it and don't have your phone in your hand because you'll throw it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't have a glass in your hand because you will break it. It's bad, man.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
bad. Did you see the update with the Gilgo Beach killer?
No, I didn't.
They said that they got some new DNA tactics that they can figure out what's happening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like some updates to DNA research or whatever it was. I was like, oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That whole case is
Insane.
so crazy.
Nuts.
Like even how he was like initially caught a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Like a pizza box.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But even like, I feel like they always kind of knew like he was, suspicious, because like just to randomly get there, take some research.
Yeah.
But that was like a case to like how many movies were made about it, and it's like, oh, still unfound and whatnot, and now it's a thing, which is
unbelievable. I just hope that they get to a resolution.
Yeah.
As soon as possible, so the families can have peace.
Because it's been a couple years now. Yeah. So we're come to a close.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So all these stories and these crime docs that come out. I mean, people are really, really fascinated. I mean, look, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've been fascinated with crime docs since I was 9 years old. What my favorite show was growing up? Unsolved Mysteries. Fire.
It's a good show. Yeah.
Yeah, fire. And it was the guy that used to do it. Before he passed. He had the deep voice, like scary as hell.
Yeah.
Scary as hell, but loved it. I was a 9-year-old watching this by myself. Hey, man, UFOs, crazy. Oh, ghosts, hey.
Yeah, people
used to come on like, what are you watching? Yeah. Bro? I'm like, this is good stuff, man.
Yeah. It is like, it's just like very entertaining. To watch.
Yeah.
That's I don't know if you saw. I don't know if it came out or it's coming out. Your favorite person's getting a documentary.
Who's that?
Jussie Smollett.
It's
What's
out.
His name? Oh, it came out.
Yeah. Smollett is out.
Yeah.
That liar. I heard that doc was foul. It was nothing but lies.
Yeah.
Nothing but lies.
Yeah. I was like, I saw the trailer or whatever, a couple days ago. I'm like, oh, this is perfect to tell you about. But yeah.
Get Juicy out of here.
That's why I don't know his name, because you say it like a bunch.
Juicy Smollett.
Oh, I don't know this guy's real name.
Shouts to Dave Chappelle. He's the one that said it first like that. But it's stuck. Juicy Smollett is a liar. Absolute liar.
He's like, I want to tell my side of the story. I'm like,
don't nobody care.
Yeah, no.
Nobody cares. You know what I mean? You go to those lengths to get caught. You're just dumb. Just dumb. So let's go ahead and talk about this game now. Thursday Night Football. Football is here. Silent Assassin. We are finally here. The season has started. Cowboys and Eagles, man. What is the problem? Now, I heard that they don't care, that they weren't gonna be on the field for the banner raising. And then, shouts to Bryson Carvin on the podcast. He was some teams have done this before in the past. I'm just like, okay. It's still dumb. Like, you work so hard to win a championship. Championships are not easy to win.
Yeah.
You need to celebrate those things.
Yeah.
Because it's like, for me, okay, you celebrate, you have a parade, but then you don't want to be there when the banner is being raised at the start of the season. So then you don't care about the rings then? Like, this is an achievement. This is not something that everybody can get all the time. You need to cherish these moments because they don't come around often. So for any team that doesn't celebrate or they're there for the banner raising or all of that stuff, I just find it silly. It's something that you guys achieved and accomplished as a team, as an organization. That's the time to celebrate.
Yeah, it should be.
And make the fans, celebrate you and be happy. You know what I mean? I mean, the game is secondary, but to be honest with you, the championship is really important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't understand the correlation of not celebrating that. Like, you're going to lose focus, not thinking about that you won a championship last year. Everybody knows you're the Super Bowl champs. We know that.
Yeah. You should come in with like full hype and all that stuff, especially the first game of the year. Like, it all should be a big celebration.
Right. It should be business anyway, right? Yeah. Have a business mentality, but you can also celebrate that. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's like you all running in and, amped up and stuff. Just throw up the banner, cheer, and then go play the game. And,
take the mic, hey, thank the fans, I love y'all, blah, 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 boom.
Yeah, done. Yeah.
But don't play this like, I didn't even know it was ring week. Nick Sirianni bothers me. He does. Can't close his mouth first off, right? And he just has this deer in headlights look all the time. I'm sick of it. I really am. So just be regular people and just take the damn banner in the championship and be happy and give your fans something to cheer about. 24-20. This game has been abysmal. Both defenses look very overwhelmed. the running attack on both sides is pretty good. Dallas is running the ball pretty effectively. You have 53 yards and 49 yards from Sanders and Williams. Williams has 2 touchdowns. Dak Prescott has no touchdowns today. 12 for 20, 127 yards. You have Jalen Hurts, who's 13 for 16 for 111. Saquon Barkley he has a tub, 12 carries, 60 yards. Jalen Hurts has 2 tubs rushing. And that's pretty much it. I mean, Jahan Dotson is the high man for the Eagles on the receiving side. For everybody that has AJ Brown, sorry, Silent Assassin. It's been a bad day. CeeDee Lamb leads the Cowboys, 4 catches, 86 yards. So we have to expect this from game 1, week 1. You're gonna see sloppy football. You're going to see sloppy football probably for the first 4 weeks of the season. Any expectations that I have particularly for the Cowboys? No, I don't. I knew that they would get gashed in regards to the run. I'm surprised Saquon Barkley doesn't have 160 yards, more than 60 yards. But it's just one of those games where it's a division game. It's always going to be tight. Dak Prescott plays very well against the Eagles historically. So you already knew that he was going to be somewhat effective today. Jalen Hurts, he's a bend don't break type of guy. He's a guy that does exactly what this team needs him to do. He's not a spectacular, phenomenal quarterback. That's not his game. That's not what he does. But he does get the job done. So, I definitely do have the Eagles pulling this game out. The spread was 8.5. I don't see that happening. But yeah, I think the Eagles, obviously, they're the better team than the Super Bowl champs, and the Cowboys are going to be trying to figure it out, trying to see what they can be able to do to shore up their interior of their line. See how they can be able to get the ball rolling downfield. Dak Prescott has had some shots downfield. He's made some good shots downfield. So, we'll see what happens with both of these teams going forward. Any thoughts about the opening game here, Silent Assassin?
Yeah, it's only been an interesting game so far. It was delayed for a while, so it just came back on.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I see the Eagles winning as well. Yeah, it's just exciting. This first game of football is back.
Yeah, everybody's hyped.
Yeah.
Everybody's hyped. And people are hyped because of, fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Fantasy is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest thing about fantasy is red zone. We can segue right into it.
Yeah.
Right? People are upset because what did I say a few weeks ago? Silent Assassins, I am like an old witch. I keep telling people, right?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they made the damn announcement that Red Zone was going to be on ESPN, what did I say? It's ruined.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely ruined. Well, they're going ahead in panic mode now. You have Pat McAfee. He had Scott Hansen on the show, and they were saying, people complaining about commercials. Dude, you are a rich elitist at this point. Don't talk to us about what we like and what we don't like. We don't want no commercials on our Red Zone because we never had it. There used to be the little advertisement right there on the box on the side, but there was no breaking of the action. We don't want that. Mm-hmm. We don't want that. So people are outraged. People have been saying, posting videos, doing memes, so the NFL obviously heard it. Adam Schefter has heard it, and Adam Schefter has responded, right? So Adam Schefter obviously is going into damage control. And Adam Schefter tweeted out today, some added clarity. NFL Red Zone is 7 hours, 420 minutes. Over that time, viewers will be served 1 to 2 total minutes of ads in 15-second increments. This comes out to anywhere between 0.25% and 0.5% of the total time, considerably less than other sports entertainment programs. So that's basically what they're saying. So for the entire 7 hours, we're going to get 2 minutes. Yeah? Let's see. Let's see. Because I swear, if Sky Hansen says back after this, I'm losing my mind.
Yeah.
I'm losing my mind. Losing my mind. We should not have that type of situation happening with our red zone. Just let it play. Let people go ahead and have their fun. Let the fathers out there that have been working all week, that have been looking forward to Sundays and nobody bothering them, let him have his time. Let the kids say, Dad, why aren't you not answering the door? You know where I'm at. Leave me alone. 7 hours. Okay? Go play ball outside by yourself. Okay? Do something by yourself. I'm down here. And when I get up, I'll just fix this up. I'll be down here as well. I'll be hiding. Yeah,
away
I'll be
from
hiding.
everybody.
Away from life. Yes. Yes. You know? This is what a red zone does, what fantasy does. You can talk crap with your friends and disappear. And then you can like pop up at like 8 o'clock. It's like, hey, Sunday Night Football's on. Hey, now you can be able to incorporate the family. Do you want to watch this with me? Hey, Daddy's saying let's watch football because nobody cares about Sunday Night Football. I barely watch it.
Yeah.
Barely watch it because I'm burnt out at that point.
Yeah.
Probably, I'm probably 12, 13 beers in. I'm ready to go to sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, plus the Cowboys play most Sunday nights.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the night games either.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just mostly during the day, Sunday type of person.
No Monday Night Football, no?
I guess it's, like, fun to have something to watch, but I'm more of the during the day when it's a little cold outside and eat your little snacks.
Yeah.
I feel like at that point at night, I'm just, like, ready to
turn in.
Yeah.
Ready to watch a crime doc.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel you. I definitely feel you. But don't touch our red zone. I'm telling y'all right now. Don't touch it. Moving on. This Amari Cooper thing. Man, I commend him, though. Because if your heart is not in it, don't take the money and play passionless, football or be working somewhere and you can't give your all just because you want the money or need the money. Amari Cooper doesn't need the money. I think he just felt like, hey, listen, I've been an athlete. I still feel pretty good. Do I feel the same that I did last year or 2 years ago? Maybe not, but that doesn't necessarily mean I can't still play. But once you put those pads on and once you get into training camp and then once you have to the whole routine of how you have to prepare to be a professional athlete. It's a lot. And I think that once he realized how much effort he really had to put into it and realized like the mind is saying, I think I'm kind of over this. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Your body's still functional, but your brain is like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. And I think I was really, really comfortable just being at home with the kids and enjoying that life. Like, I'm okay with that. I don't want to do this anymore. Mm-hmm. And when you get those signs, especially as an athlete, especially as a football player, listen to it. Because you don't want to play a sport where you're not fully focused in a collision sport like football that's very, very rough and aggressive. You want to make sure that you're preparing and ready to play. And if he wasn't ready to play, shouts to him for being able to recognize exactly what the situation was and got out of there. So grand opening, grand closing for the Raiders. It's crazy. I would have probably did the same thing. I would have probably looked at the Raiders and said, okay, you got Geno Smith as quarterback. Yeah, not for me.
Yeah.
Not for me. Pete Carroll, yes. But the other stuff? No. Couldn't do it. Yeah. Couldn't do it. So shouts to Amari Cooper for being able to walk away when you get that call. On to other pressing news. Jets news. If you want to say Jets watch, we can do Jets watch. Vera Tucker. This is the second damn year that he's out for the season. I understand he's trying to get second opinions and all that stuff. It's over. You got drafted and you could not stay healthy for the time that you've been a Jet. Out. Out the door. I'm sick of it. 2 years in a row. He didn't play last year. He's not going to play this year. Draft somebody else. It's enough. You see, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the jinx. I say it all the time, right? I come back to New York. I come back to the Jets. And I'm looking forward to Vera Tucker being the guard here. And look at what happened. He's a disappointment, man. And he's a USC guy. I like you. I'm a USC guy. Come on now. It's tough. Mm-hmm. It's bad enough we got Josh Fields as the quarterback, right? Now you're not going to have one of the most important parts of your offensive line. This is not good. Mm-hmm. You can't throw the ball anyway, and now you ain't got no protection. I don't like it.
I'm happy as a Giants fan, so.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
Horrible. Speaking of the Giants, my fantasy team's pretty good. I don't know what the hell Phil was thinking because we drafted in my crazy ass fantasy league, but he passed on Malik Neighbors and who? Took what's the rookie out of Boise, running back Genty. He took Genty with I think it was a 7th pick. I think. So you know what I did? I took CeeDee Lamb.
Okay.
And then I had the snake, so I had the back-to-back picks. CeeDee and Malik. Yeah. The guys were like, "Oh, this team is you gave them to me." You talk about guys. I am looking forward to 250 catches and about 2,800 yards combined this year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
It's good to have. Yeah. I have Neighbors on one of my fantasy teams.
Yeah. You can pencil it in, fam. I'm telling you, 10 touchdowns, 1,300 yards.
Yeah. It's definitely like surprising from a Giants fan because he was my second pick. I took Gibbs first, but I'm like surprised he was still there.
Yeah.
Second time around, but I was like, need him.
That's what I'm saying. I was shocked because GQ Phil is a Giants fan. I'm like, how you pass on your man?
Yeah. Who did he end up getting for receivers? You know.
I'll have to look at his team.
They're gonna have to be pretty good to. I mean, Genty's supposed to be really good, but he's a rookie, so you don't don't fully know.
Let me kick Phil's back in right now. Let me see who he got. Let me see who he got right now, because I was utterly shocked when he took this guy. Hold on, let's see. Roster, not mine. Okay, my team. League standings. All right, so his receivers, he has Buck Irving, Baker Mayfield, Genty, Tyreek Hill, Puka Nacua, George Kittle, Mike Evans, Calvin Ridley. It's pretty good.
I was gonna say sounds like 6th place. No, it should be good.
He's not bad. Yeah. I think the biggest question mark that he has is Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
And Calvin Ridley. We'll see how he does. But Kittle's solid. He got a solid team. And I think the Bucs are gonna be like tremendously good offensively this year. I can see Baker Mayfield passing for like 5K this year. Easy. Easy.
Yeah, I was seeing in like forums and stuff that he was going to be like a sneaky quarterback, like one of the top quarterbacks this year.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. Moving on. You don't follow college football, do you?
Not really. I did see the Belichick stuff.
They are kicking Bill Belichick back, and I don't like it. Don't talk about Bill Belichick like this. However, that was a pretty bad game. It's pretty bad. I understand that they played a good team, but man, could you not put up a better fight than that? And when you think about it now, it's like, all right, now the pressure is really on Bill Belichick, because you got to remember, When he was in New England, he picked the groceries. He was the GM. He was the coach. Now, as a football coach, in college, you're also picking the groceries again. Mm-hmm. So you're going out recruiting. You're talking to these players. You're meeting with them, meeting with their families, having home visits, all of these things. And it's like, if you're not picking the right guys, your program is not going to grow. Mm-hmm. And he has a history of not picking the right guys. Outside of Tom Brady, hasn't seen much success. Outside of you getting your PYT, that's a home run. Yeah, I understand that. Well, football-wise, you're coming up short, man. I don't like it. Shape up. Mm-hmm. I like Bill Belichick, and I don't like the way they're kicking his back in, but I can't defend it. Mm-hmm. Because the quarterback, he had a nice opening drive and then fell apart the rest of the way. It's trash. Mm-hmm. You picked him. Even if you didn't pick him, even if he was a holdover, you started him. Go get somebody else.
Yeah, I feel like this has to be kind of his rejuvenation back into football.
He better figure it out.
Yeah.
Because if they fire him from North Carolina, it's over.
Yeah.
Right? It's over. Because North Carolina is not even a football school. And if they say, okay, we've had it. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Bill. You got to go.
Yeah.
Time to mail it in.
Yeah.
You're never going to get back to the NFL. And that's not the path for you either. So, just go. Just go. That's all I'm saying. I don't think there's any more football stories. I mean, obviously we have we can probably discuss the Sunday games. Mm-hmm. No.
No.
We'll wait until it gets a lot deeper. We're fine right now. Opening week is cool. There's bigger fish to fry. So there was a lightning delay for the Cowboys Eagles game. You ever been out there with lightning? Yo, that shit is scary as hell, man. I don't like it. Like, I'm so old-fashioned. And maybe it's not old-fashioned. Maybe it's just being safe. But once it starts to, like, flash lightning, like, I take my keys off my neck.
Fully protected.
Yeah, because I don't want to be shocked. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Hit my keys? Mm-hmm. No.
It is like such a crazy, like the last time it was lightning, maybe it was like a month ago, and I was in my kitchen, and I swear like it went through like, just like almost through the house.
Oh, that happens.
Giant bolt and everything cut out.
That happens.
So I was like, if I was a little bit closer to the window, could have went through and I could have got a hit.
Could turn to flash.
Imagine.
I mean, that's what would happen.
Yeah.
I am, when I used to go spend summers in Jamaica, and every time the rain started or there was thunder, my grandmother and my grandfather used to plug everything out. And I'd be like, I never understood. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
And then one day, I think we had kept something plugged in, and the lightning hit. Pow! Knocked the TV out. TV was done.
Yeah.
Done.
Cooked.
And they were like, this is why I tell you have to plug everything out. Knock out the current.
It's funny.
Light guns. I didn't understand. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Now me living here, sometimes I still do it.
Yeah.
Oh, shut the current off.
Yeah.
Who uses that word current? I do. I'm old.
It's funny because I had to call Claw in that moment because I had to send something to somebody for work. I'm like, my power's like, he's like, unplug everything.
I'm telling you, he's an old man.
Yeah.
He's weird.
Yeah. So I did. Yeah. All my expenses, like my computer, everything was ripped out just in case. So
I never plug things up. Often. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I'll come down here and be like, that's fine. And that's when it get all messed up, and then I'll blame you. What'd you do? It's just like the all even sign. I'm like, what happened here? It's not working. For 2 hours, we're here trying to figure it out. I bought new batteries. And what was the problem?
There's no plug.
The damn adapter was plugged out because I'm moving things like a madman, right? And I'm like, I don't remember a plug being there. Of course there's a plug there. You idiot. How is this supposed to work? It's not a Wi-Fi sign. It's not wireless.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I can admit sometimes when I'm a blockhead. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It works now, so it's all good.
Yeah, I know you're trashing me to Claw. Like, 2 hours he was looking for this thing. What an idiot.
I was like thinking too. At first, I'm like, "Are you sure there's no power?" You're like, "No." So I was like, "Okay, like I believe you." So, but I was like thinking in my head, I'm like, "There has to be power to it."
I think that has to change.
Yeah.
What needs to change is that I don't think that you should believe me outright anymore. just don't even take my word for it anymore. Just say, you know what? I'm gonna look for this thing. I'm gonna fix it. Get out of the way. Just because I'm useless. I'm completely useless. I had because I told you, I was like, yeah, all this stuff is here in a nice container. We can have all our electronics. And literally, I plugged out everything and threw it in there, not realizing what I plugged out. I'm nuts. Mm-hmm. So don't mind me. I'm sorry. Moving on. We are flowing through the show because, listen, it's a free-flowing show. There's nothing wrong with that. I finally got it. I finally cracked the code. I knew it. I knew they were cheaters. I knew it all along, okay? When everybody was telling me that the Clippers are the new team in LA and people like the way they do business. Oh, people like to go there. Look at all the good players there. Oh, Steve Ballmer got this $1 trillion arena. Oh, 1,000 bathrooms. Oh, all of these good things, right? I knew they were cheaters because they're the Clippers. And nobody cares about the Clippers. You have to give them something for people to go there, right? It's like that poor kid that had no friends and had a rich family. And he said, I'm going to pay this girl so I can take her to the prom. Or so I can have that look of being popular and people love me, right? Nobody cares about this poor child. He has no personality, no friends, but he's rich. So this poor girl's going to take his money and be his trophy girlfriend for the day, right? That's all the Clippers are, is that they throw money at you in desperation just so they can be able to get you in their midst and say, hey, we're important. Kawhi Leonard, right? So the summer, I can't remember what summer that was. It was 2018, 2019. That summer, Kawhi Leonard was the talk of the town. He just won the championship with the Toronto Raptors, and he's the most sought-after free agent in free agency at that point, right? Clippers were in on him. Lakers were in on him. Raptors were in on him. Some other teams were in on him, but the Clippers and Lakers were the teams that were literally going after Kawhi Leonard's services. And Kawhi had threatened the Clippers and said, hey, listen, if you don't give me what I want, I'm going there. So clearly they didn't want that to happen. Well, fast forward now, Kawhi Leonard becomes a Clipper. They have no success. They never got to the NBA Finals with him because he ended up hurting himself. And they have not been, they've been pretty good, but they haven't been what people expected them to be. Especially me, because death taxes, Clippers are always going to be the Clippers, right? Well, there's some new information that came out, and the NBA is currently investigating the Clippers because they are possibly allegedly circumvented the cap to pay Kawhi Leonard an additional $28 million for the first 4 years of his deal. So that's $7 million a year from this company. I can't remember what type of company it was. It's called Aspirations. That is, a Steve Ballmer thing, and they have all of the information because the company has now gone bankrupt. So because of that, now all of the documents are being in the forefront. And just play a little clip here because I want this to be heard. I'm sure obviously it's big news right now, but this is crazy stuff.
Did not find that Bomber got Kawhi by sweetening their offer. Mm-hmm. But also that in March 2025, this celebrity-endorsed, multi-billion-dollar, allegedly fraudulent tree brokerage named Aspiration, which promises to clear your conscience and your emissions, they filed for bankruptcy. And this is where the clue is. What David's looking at with his glasses on is a bankruptcy filing, and there's a list of creditors. The entities to which Aspiration and all of their alleged fraudulence still owes the most money. And what I noticed is what David is noticing right now, which is that on that list of creditors, up near the top, above the Boston Red Sox, is an LLC, a tiny little company that Aspiration owes $7 million. And that LLC's name, David, is what?
KL2 Aspire LLC.
And what does it list there under manager?
So if I'm not a smart person and I love basketball and I watch the Clippers, I know that there's one guy on the Clippers that has those letters in his name. KL. Kawhi Leonard. What is his number, Silent Assassin? It's 2, isn't it? Oh, goodness. Gets better.
Our member name.
Kawhi Leonard.
Whose NBA jersey number, just to connect all of the dots here, happens to be what?
Number 2.
So then the question is, the Aspire part of KL2 Aspire LLC, right? Because, okay, he's getting all this money, millions of dollars. What I started doing was scour the internet for any mentions.
Kawhi Leonard. So what Pablo Torre is about to say is that he's never endorsed, not one time, Aspirations or Aspire or whatever it is. Not once. So he got paid $28 million for a no-show contract. So it's literally just $28 million just willy-nilly. Insane. So what are you giving somebody $28 million just because for? Wouldn't you just even try to make it look like it's on the up and up? Let him do one sponsorship. Let him do a couple like once a month or once every 3. Keep it going to the point where you're getting your money's worth out of this thing. But to give him a no-show, and then let me see if I can be able to fast forward this.
Aspiration. Any appearances? Person who worked in the finance.
With $1 million organic marketing sponsorship. Oh, these are the major.
One very important person who worked in the finance department of Aspiration to go on tape.
And I didn't so much as discover it as I was told about it.
What was your reaction? What were you told?
My reaction was, what the fuck? And I was told, like, oh, these are the major contracts and the major players you really need to be aware of. And we went through a litany of, really, really top tier name contracts. And then, oh, by the way, we also have a marketing deal with Kawhi Leonard, a $28 million organic marketing sponsorship deal with Kawhi. And that if I had any questions about it, essentially don't, because it was to circumvent the salary cap, LOL.
Yeah, so it's basically don't ask. The $28 million, don't even ask. Don't pick up the file. If you say Kawhi Leonard's name, I'm firing you. That's basically all it is. So my thing is this. Clippers said that they're going to be fully transparent and cooperate with the NBA's investigation. But if this is true, because let's just go ahead and play out the scenario. If this is true, if they did try to circumvent the cap and give Kawhi Leonard an additional $28 million to sweeten the pot to allow him to sign with the Clippers over the Lakers, this is going to have major ramifications, because this now opens up Pandora's box. Who knows what other owners are doing this? Who knows what other teams, what other shell companies are being opened to be able to push money into that, to have these guys get some extra bread on the side? What sports are involved? Is it just basketball? Do we now need to investigate football? Do we now need to investigate Jerry Jones and Robert Kraft and all of these big power brokers that are in the NFL as well? How deep does the rot go? And if there is something here, like I said, if we're talking about a scenario, if they actually did do this, if they did do this nefariously, you have to lay the hammer down on the Clippers. Not money. It has nothing to do with money. Steve Ballmer's worth $150 billion. Finding him is a drop in the bucket to him. He does not care. You have to hit the Clippers where it hurts. And how the only way that you can be able to do that is strip away their draft picks for the next 6 years. No draft picks at all. So you're not going to have any other option outside of free agency and trades to be able to build your team. No draft picks. You cannot trade for draft picks, and you are not going to obtain any draft picks naturally. They're done. That's how you send a message to the rest of the league and say, if anybody else is doing this, this is going to tell you that if you do it, this is what's going to happen. That's the first offense. Second offense, you only going to get 2. Second offense, then we're going to take them away for a decade. It's the only way. Mm-hmm. It's the only way you're going to learn. Draft picks are how teams build their teams. Obviously, there's a lot of teams out there that you know they build through free agency and trades and all that stuff. But if you do not have the ability in this day and age, in this environment in regards to the CBA, where you have to build out your rosters with cheap talent, and you can't draft, you're going to be in big trouble. So that's the scenario. If they did do this, this is bad news for not only the Clippers, but bad news for a lot of other teams in the NBA, or bad news for just sports in general, to see how deep the rot actually goes. So the one other part about this that's you know a thing is that I hope that it does happen. As a Laker fan, I can't stand the Clippers. I'm telling you. So anything that can possibly happen to the Clippers that are bad, sign me up for it. Sign me all the way up for it. I love it. I do. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it and say, oh, well, you know, best, I'm just hoping for good things. No. No good things. No good things. If you cheated, you gots to go. You gots to get punished. And take away the draft picks. Take away whatever the hell you got to take away, and let the Clippers suffer in that new doldrum of an arena they got there. Nobody's going to go there. There's no Clipper fans anyway. There's like 5 of them. So go ahead and go punish them as much as you can. I think they're guilty. I do. I think they're guilty. You know what I mean? Just like you show the Epstein files, show the files for the Clippers. Get all the books. We want all of them. All of it. Because I believe they cheated. Because there's no other way that somebody would want to be a Clipper if you're not giving them extra money. Seriously. What other reason would I want to come here? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to the Lakers. I'll go to the Warriors. I'll even go to the damn Kings. What am I being a Clipper for? What is a Clipper? What is it?
It's like the Angels and the Dodgers.
Yes.
Like, no one wants to go there, yeah.
I want to go to California. I'm going to go to the Angels? Mm-hmm. For what? Mm-hmm. Have you looked at that stadium? It's garbage.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell that rock thing is in the center field, mm-hmm. Garbage. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what type of drugs or what type of brainwashing they have put on Mike Trout to convince him to stay. Mm-hmm. Like, what type of merit does it have for you to say, yo, I played my entire career with the Angels? Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, you signed up to get beat. Mm. You signed up to get abused. This is like what's it called? Where you sympathize with your kidnappers? Was it
Stockholm syndrome?
Stockholm syndrome. The man has had Stockholm syndrome since he's 19 years old.
Yeah.
Get out. Mm-hmm. It's not a badge of honor to retire an Angel. Mm-hmm. It isn't. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable. The same thing with the Clippers. Whoever's there, just leave. Get out while you still can. Get the stink away from you. Because the Clippers are dirty, and they always been. Moving on. Charles Barkley said something here. I want to see if I can find it. But he complained about inside the NBA. And he's right. Oh, look at this. Breaking news. Steve Ballmer will sit down with ESPN's Ramona Shelburne tonight to discuss the... listen, can't wait. Can't wait to see that. I'm not going to watch it live, but I can't wait to dissect this interview because I can tell when somebody's lying. This calf grabber, thigh grabbing, cheating owner. That's what he is. That's what he is. So going back to Charles Barkley now. Charles Barkley was talking about inside the NBA. I want to see if I can be able to find it exactly. Let me see. Because again, ESPN ruins everything. Like they always do. Here we go.
The reason you guys had the best studio show of all time, other than the talent, was that you had these producers that actually let it breathe, that gave you like 8-9 minutes at halftime in a row to have a conversation. Do you feel like you're going to be able to do that at ESPN? And what happens if you can't?
We don't know. This has been one of the worst. TNT just sucks, to be honest with you, Bill.
Yeah.
They made this deal. They haven't told us when we're going to work. They haven't told us how it's going to work because we've been talking behind the scenes. Like, do we have to, after the game, are we going to get any time? Are they going to say, hey, you guys got to go to Sports Center?
Well, listen, they've always gone right to Sports Center. That's always how it's worked.
And I've asked that question. Because you're right. That's the best part of our show. After the game, we can like have conversation and have fun. Are they going to say, you guys got 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 15, 20, 30, 45? Like, are we going to go straight to Sports Center? They haven't given us an answer whatsoever. And TNT, I think they sold the show and they haven't been non-communicable at all.
What do they care? They got paid.
They got paid.
The reason you guys had the best studio show.
So yeah, that's a big thing. The fact that the best basketball or the best sports show practically ever is now in the dark at the beck and call of ESPN and TNT's BS. They don't know when the show is going to be on. They don't know how much time they're going to have after games. They don't know if they're going to have to cut straight to SportsCenter. Like, who the hell watches SportsCenter anymore anyway? That's all I'm saying. It's just like, you have this great IP. You bought this IP. Came over with the package and all that stuff. Cool. But you have this IP now in your midst. And you're going to sabotage it? I don't understand that. Mm-hmm. Like, if anything, inside the NBA should supersede SportsCenter. It should.
Yeah.
I understand that SportsCenter is your flagship program. But when you have a IP that's this dominant and this popular and that's won that many Emmys or whatever it is, there's no possible way that you can continue to say, yeah, we're just going to run our program because that's just our program. Like, people are going to be clamoring for Inside the NBA. Especially when the NBA season starts. They're going to want to hear Ernie, Chuck, EJ. Like what are we doing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like we said, like we talked about it a couple weeks back and how, like, I literally didn't even know, like, SportsCenter was a thing anymore. And how Inside the NBA, like, I didn't even watch basketball, and all I saw were a bunch of clips of it being, like, a trending show and moments, and it was just, like, a funny, like, cool show to watch.
It's a great it's a great variety show. Obviously, like, you know, Charles Barkley has his the way he does things. He's very opinionated. Shaq is very funny. Ernie's the one that keeps everything together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it makes no sense why they're like, oh, let's just kind of push this off to the side now.
Yeah,
it's just weird.
When you have those four guys, you know, obviously I didn't mention Kenny, but like you got these guys that have made TV gold for so long, and you have it there. It's not like you're trying to acquire it. You already have it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ruin it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. And this is why it's like, for me as a basketball fan, I hate ESPN's coverage. I can't stand it. It's just bad. Mm-hmm. Anything ESPN, I just don't watch. I don't watch. You know, so I'm hoping that they figure it out, man. But Charles Barkley, he hit the nail on the nose. Like he's really, really on top of this, like, and saying exactly what needs to be said. And maybe if you're putting pressure on the higher ups to be able to say, hey, listen, we are not happy and we are not satisfied with what information or lack thereof you're giving us. So, you know, let's see how we can be able to sway the court of public opinion, because if public opinion starts to clap back, then I can guarantee that they're going to start to answer the call and say, well, we always had the plan to have them here. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Unless we said something, you weren't going to do nothing. So that is that. Moving on to my irrelevant news of the week.
You got to be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch the... I mean, yeah, they stink.
This left-handed thing is just interesting. I'm going to have to figure out this left-handed thing Sal's asking. All right, let's see here. Oh, this is interesting. There is no state in the U.S. where a 40-hour minimum wage work week is enough to afford a 2-bedroom apartment. Are you crazy? Just think about that. 40 hours is not enough.
There's like a regular work week should be able to afford everyone's standard bills, like housing and transportation, food, and all that's like necessary survival things.
Yeah,
should be able to cover it pretty easily, I feel like, and be able to save money too.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's like, you know, if I was this age in the 1960s or 70s, I could be able to have a regular 40-hour job that I work, and I would be able to have another family on the side and still be able to support both of them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, you can't do those things anymore. No. You can't do these things anymore. You can't have multiple families on the same income. What are we doing? Mm-hmm. Like, people have to supplement their income now. You have to drive Uber. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to have 9 jobs just to be able to make ends meet. Like, what has happened? And this is what I'm trying to say to people is that I get that we have been doing things a certain way for so long. But capitalism makes that the wage gap so far that if you don't have your own business, then what does capitalism matter to you?
Yeah.
Seriously.
It makes when I used to work at Dunkin' Donuts, obviously every year minimum wage went up, whatever it was, $1, whatever it was at the time, right? And of course with minimum wage going up, guess what also went up? The donuts,
exactly,
and coffee, and then you got people coming in. How come the price went up? Well, I'm getting paid an extra $1, and they gotta make their $1 back. So it's just a circle.
They gotta make you suffer, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we had to pay her, so now y'all got to pay.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it makes sense. Like minimum wage should be whatever, $20 an hour, and then everything stays the same price. Yeah.
That's the way the economy gets built and successful. Wages increase, cost of living stays the same. Mm-hmm. So now everybody can be able to afford what they can afford rather than your wage. You're increasing the wages, but now everything else goes up. So now you're still at the same spot that you were before you raised the damn money.
Yeah, that's
what's the point of raising it?
It's like, oh, well, we, like, the business, like, we got to make our money back. If we're going to pay these people more, we got to make our money. Like, nah. Like, you pay people to be able to, whatever city they're in, to pay for, like, the cost of living and then all the other expenses. And people to live comfortably, not suffering and having five jobs just to, manage their bills.
They want me to move to Sheboygan, Idaho. That's what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, 1 bedroom is $400. I don't want to go there. I want to live where the hell I'm at. I have 3 families if I want to on the same income. Whatever I choose, I should be able to do. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, just it's crazy how things have gotten so bad, and we know with this silent assassin, it's only gonna get worse. So, not sorry. Moving on. Let's see what we got. Oh, this was a very, very touching story. Almost made me cry. It did. Dog stays next to owner's frozen body for 23 days until it was discovered. What a dog. So it says 27-year-old Bernardo Quiroz unfortunately died walking through a snowstorm in Argentina's Patagonia region after his car broke down in a remote area. That sucks. His dog Tolero spent the next 23 days by the side of his owner's remains, fighting off wildlife and lying against Bernardo for warmth until rescuers discovered the body. What a dog. I ain't go that touched me, man. I was like, man, like, he knows that, yo, my man is gone.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna let nobody touch him.
Yeah. That is, like, crazy too. Even, like, I've seen some stuff that animals kind of go to the owner just for their survival, and he didn't do that. Yeah. So that's, like, also pretty
well, cool dogs too. Are not really like that. Really? Let that have been a cat, though.
The cat
would be like,
yeah,
you're already gone, so I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and starve. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Matter.
Like,
but it's a man's best friend.
Man's best friend. I'll never get a dog. I won't. I'm not a dog person. That's just too much maintenance. I gotta put the wee pad down. I gotta take you outside, and you wanna go on me all the time and cuddle. I don't need that. Okay. It's bad enough I have a cat that's very emotionally unstable, right? He needs to be, like, hugged and cuddled with all the time. I'm like, get away from me, man. And first of all, he done messed up my J's. Me and him are not friends right now, right? Damn, ruined my 8s. Ruined them. It's awful.
All scratched up.
Yeah. Unforgivable act. You may see him outside, the next time you come. It's like, well, I thought that looks like Sabo. What was? Is he a stray? That stray cat looks just like Sabo. Outside. That's where you're gonna be at. But yeah, that's touching, man. I mean, the fact that a dog recognizes that his owner has expired and he's still, gonna sit there until like that dog would have sat there and protected that owner's body until he didn't have the energy to do it anymore.
Yeah. That's
amazing.
Yeah.
That really is. And it just goes to show you how intelligent our animals really are. That they need to be treated with love and respect and care because they are smart. They are smart creatures. They really are. They understand things. They understand the severity of certain issues. Now, I remember there was a story about this dog that was a little kid would play in the garden all the time. And the dog was out there watching the little kid playing, and I think the parents were somewhere. And one day, the parents saw the dog grab the baby and kind of like drag it away. Mm-hmm. So they're thinking now the dog is being aggressive towards the baby. Come to find out that there was a poisonous snake that was in the area that the dog realized where it was and where the baby was, and he literally grabbed that boy and said, "You're getting out of here." Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah, it's like Mom, Dad aren't watching, but I'm watching. I'm gonna take you out of this.
First off, how you got the parents gotten the damn dog to babysit? What are we doing? Yeah. Right? Where are you? Mm-hmm. But that, shouts to them, man. Shouts to that dog, and that's definitely a sad story. Thoughts and prayers go out to the family, man. That's rough to be able to break down in the middle of nowhere, and that's the last thing you see is a snowstorm, and that's it. That's sad. Moving on. What else do we have? I'm curious to see what happened in that Cowboys game. Is it over yet?
Yeah, just ended the same 24-20. Same score.
Nobody scored. Mm-mm. Interesting. What is this?
It says they're Jalen Carter ejected for spitting on Dak before first play.
Interesting.
That's good. Spit on people.
Right. Unbelievable. Oh, this was funny. Streamcast, largest pirated sports streamer, shut down after police raid. Did you hear about this story? So some person on the air stream or had this on their, I guess, put it up on the screen, this app, and got it in trouble. And that's what ended up getting them raided and shut down. Like, yo, if I'm a subscriber to this platform and you out us like that, the hate mail that you're getting, like, yo, dude, you ruined my illegal box. All because you're too stupid to realize that you can't put this on the screen, man. That's like back in the day where the cable guy used to come to your crib, hook up your cable and say to you, yo, man, for an extra $100, I can just flip that switch on your box and you get all the channels, right? You're not going to call Verizon and say, yo, that guy that came by my house, the cable's not working anymore. He had flipped some switch on. I got all the channels now, and now it's not working. There's a couple of channels that are not working. So can you be able to send the same guy back? They're going to be like, oh, he did what?
Yeah.
He switched on what? You don't blow the connect, man.
No.
Pause. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't expose the connect. You don't do that.
No.
So it was disappointing, man, because people still out there doing wild nonsense. Moving on. The U.S. has more unemployed people than job openings for the first time since April of 2021.
You didn't tell me about it.
Why is this news? Why is this news?
Yeah.
Like, people think that jobs are just like, it ain't easy out there. And then if you do get a job, they're throwing you pennies.
Yeah. It's like basically working for free.
Right.
Yeah.
They got no budget. It's like, oh, but hey, things might, if you sign up now, things might get better in the next 6 months. I need a promise now.
Yeah. I got time to wait.
You're not signing me up for no damn pennies and I got to wait 6 months. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. But yeah, a lot of people I think are not even going through the process because they're exhausted. They're frustrated. They know that they're kind of wasting their time So I guess what they can be able to do is, do like that lady did in the documentary, lie to her husband and say that she didn't get fired, she got laid off, or excuse me, that she left, and she was like still lying about having a job, so she was going places in the daytime to make it seem like she was working.
Yeah.
What a liar.
Yeah, that's crazy. Probably spending his money.
Yes.
Shopping.
That's exact. Because the thing is, he wasn't. We're going back to the unknown caller documentary, but she would pay all the bills. So he gave her all of his bills. So he didn't realize what the financial issues that they were having. It's kind of stupid though.
Yeah, I feel like typically if you're married, you have whatever shared bank account. Like you don't realize there's stuff coming in, or like even like on her end, like if you're giving her money, then like what's she doing with her money? Like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, like for
me, weird.
I don't see the real need to have one person just oversee the finances. Like if you want to, obviously you're going to go over it and ask questions and see things, but if you want to have somebody, because maybe you don't have the time to pay all the things, and somebody might have a little bit more time to go ahead and do that, or they just are better at it than you, great. But to fully just turn everything over, without any oversight, not any questions or knowledge about what's happening, I'm not signing up for that.
Yeah, kind of weird. Cause like, yeah, granted you're married, but still like she could be going out there like paying for a whole nother family.
Exactly.
So you gotta keep an eye on your money.
Exactly.
No
I gotta keep an eye on my money and say, hey, there's only one person that's supposed to be having multiple families here, and that's me, right? That's just crazy, man. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Moving on. See if I have another one here. Maybe not. What's this? I think that's it. That is all for my irrelevant news. Oh, no, not yet. Florida man arrested for kidnapping 27 people and forcing them to play Yahtzee for 36 hours straight. Is that punishment? Yahtzee?
Yahtzee pretty fun. I don't know that long though. Probably get a little bored.
You should see the picture of this guy. Why are these Florida people so weird? Did you hear about Florida ending the vaccine mandates?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so they're telling that you don't have to take any vaccines anymore in Florida.
Anything?
Anything. So get ready for the next measles outbreak.
I was gonna say like all these kids going to school and sharing everything. It's gonna be fun down there.
Yep. Ever heard about Resident Evil? That's what it's gonna be down there. A lot of T viruses down there. I'm not going to Florida. I ain't going back there. Nope. Not doing it. That is my irrelevant news of the week.
You gotta be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch the... I mean, yeah, they stink.
Let's go ahead and go talk about these things here, shall we? The Ben Simmons watch. Accordingly, Ben Simmons is pondering retirement. Yeah, of course. I would too. See, the thing is, when you don't have a passion, I think Ben Simmons lost his passion to play basketball a very, very long time ago. Way back when he was the projected number one pick. Everybody was like, he's the next LeBron. He's going to be the next blah, 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 and all this stuff. I'm like, I don't see that. What I see in this kid, and he went to LSU in college, the team at LSU wasn't very good. They didn't make the NCAA tournament. They weren't that good in a weak SEC. I was like, this is supposed to be the number 1 pick. This is the guy that everybody's talking about. Low motor, low energy. Like, this is not somebody who I think is going to have a long NBA career. And people looked at me like I was crazy. Yo, what are you talking about? He got the tools. I'm like, you can have the tools all you want, but if you don't have the mental, like, acuity to be able to get through the rigors of an NBA season, physical talent does nothing. You have to be mentally prepared and mentally sharp to be able to deal with a full season and a career. It's the reason why Tom Brady is considered the GOAT in football, right? He didn't have the physical tools. He wasn't fast. He wasn't muscular. He didn't have a big arm. He was just smarter than everybody else. He was mentally prepared and focused and knew what the defense was giving and what they weren't giving him on a weekly basis. That guy was a cerebral player. You have to be a cerebral player to be the great, to be one of the greats. Ben Simmons never had that. He had the physical tools. He can pass. He's tall, can defend. All of these things, rebound. But once his mental toughness started to wane, you started to see the different playing on the court, the lack of confidence. Don't want to shoot threes. You don't want to shoot layups. You have your back turned to the basket. You're not even looking at the rim. All of those things factor in your desire to play. So, am I shocked that he's pondering retirement? No. Do I think that a team will pick him up? Of course I will. Of course I'm not going to be shocked because he's talented. And a lot of teams always believe that they can be able to fix a particular individual. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to work out for them. He's going to be a rotation player. He may be on the roster and never play. Because you can be able to think that a guy has a lot of talent, but once you start seeing them in practice and how their work ethic is, how they prepare for games, and you don't see that drive or that passion, then there's a reason why he took so long to get signed. The end is near. It really is. It's a sad turn of events for him, but at the end of the day, I kind of saw this coming at some point. When you don't look like or behave like you have a passion for the sport, you end up waking up one day not having the passion for the sport. I knew a lot of guys that played basketball with me growing up. Amazing players. But did not have the mental ability and the toughness to be able to do what's necessary to be able to get to the next level. They were lazy, or they just didn't have the work ethic. Or they just played basketball because they were just good at it, not necessarily because they liked it. And that's always going to be kind of a question mark for Ben Simmons' career. Did he ever like basketball? So, moving on. Who else we got here? The other story that we were talking about. What is this? Oh, this is Shump. I think that's it. Oh, this one, and then we'll go to the Mets. Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard talked very, very in depth about not being retained by the Los Angeles Lakers after the 2020 championship. You know, he said that he had a contract offer on the table from the Lakers. And I remember him posting a tweet or whatever it was on returning to the Lakers, and then all of a sudden his agent calls him and said that the Lakers took the deal off the table, and he never understood why they did that, because he was, he was on the up and up. He was a model citizen, didn't get in trouble, helped the team win a championship, played his role great. And I never understood why they did that. And it's one of those things where you look back at that time and you reminisce, but you're also so angry because they could have kept that team together and possibly competed for 2 or 3 more titles, because the way that 2020 team was structured, Silent Assassin, is how NBA teams are structured right now. So they were 5 years ahead of the curve of what you needed to be a good team. Rim protection, rebounding, scoring, three-point shooting, perimeter defense, depth. They had everything that you needed for a basketball team to be effective in the modern style. And because Rob Pelinka doesn't necessarily really always know what he's doing, he went ahead and broke up that team too early. Now, granted, he got rave reviews about the trades that he had made. He had got Dennis Schroeder. He had traded Danny Green. There was so many different things that he did, but it didn't work out. And that's what happens, is that when things don't work out, you're going to get looked at. You're going to get villainized. You're going to get ostracized. You're going to get picked apart and, kind of questioned as to why you did certain things. If it did work, they would have called him a genius. Probably named him Executive of the Year. So these things happen, but for Dwight Howard to feel slighted, absolutely he should feel slighted. Should he be angry? Absolutely he should be angry. Should he be frustrated? Absolutely he should, because that contract, whether he finished out with the Lakers after that, he would have probably got additional more contracts, because they saw that he would have more left in the tank, and at this point, would have probably made a decision had he wanted to continue on or not. But for somebody else to rescind the contract after he played such a great role and then saw the team go down because of it, it really does make you question the organizational choices that were made at that time, and really kind of shake your head and says, what could have been? Like, LeBron could be on ring number 6 right now. He can be on ring number 7. Like, whatever it is, they could have been able to keep that prominence in LA for a very long time, and they decided to go other ways. So, it's unfortunate. It sucks. But, Dwight Howard is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame this weekend, so I'm sure he's not too bent up about it. But it still does suck as a Laker fan to know that we were that close to having a great nucleus and a great team that can be able to be good for the next 3 to 4 years and keep that window of contention open. So don't like it, but it is what it is. Moving on. Mets, Senga. They didn't send his ass down. Like, ask him. Yeah. I understand that he's a veteran at this point, right? Mm-hmm. What is he, 3 years in the league, 4 years in the league? Like, but ask him.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not pitching well. I think it's best for you to get some work down in the minors, to be able to work out those kinks and figure it out, get some confidence, and come back. If he didn't want to do it, then cool. But I do believe that the Mets should have asked. And I'm not saying that they did, but I didn't see any reports of them having any discussions like that.
Yeah, I just saw that it was an option they were thinking about. But yeah, same. I never saw them that they've asked and he's just said no. But I think, yeah, I agree. They definitely should bring it up because he is an important piece, if they're going to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And he's just, since he's been back from injury, he's just been awful.
Rubbish.
Yeah. So, like, everything is literally, I feel like nothing's moving. It's just, like, right down the middle. And then, home runs, walking people, getting hits. Like, it just doesn't look good. So, he definitely has to get figured out. Same with with Sean Mania, he's got to get figured out.
Don't mention that name to me, please.
Yeah, like, one good thing I say for Sean Mania right now is he's really taken on, like, the mentor role for the younger guys. Like, he's always sitting in the dugout talking to them. And then there was a report saying that he definitely has been there for them for support, and they've been pitching well. So if anything he's saying is, like, helping them, then that's great. But he needs somebody to be talking to him, too. Just got to figure his stuff out.
That's what I was going to say. I'm like,
yeah.
He's mentoring the young guys to do what?
Yeah.
What are you telling them?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yo, listen, if you're going to go out there and pitch 3 innings, then come right out. Don't nobody care about what you got to say, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Start throwing 6 innings, and then you can be able to talk to people.
Yeah.
I don't want you influencing the youth.
Yeah.
Don't talk to Sproat. Don't talk to him at all. Don't talk to Nolan McLean. What are you going to tell McLean at this point? He's better than you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, what can you, like, at this point, like, what can he provide for this team? So,
not a thing.
Yeah. But those 2 pieces, like, they have to be good if the Mets are gonna do anything, because the offense has been crazy.
Historic.
Yeah, the young pitchers have been crazy. So, but there are only now 3 pitchers. You still need, everybody
At
else
least
on
6.
the team to pull through. The bullpen needs to pull through. They don't know what's going on with Helsley. They thought he was tipping pitches, and then they're trying to look at that. Still not working. Guy's throwing 100 miles an hour. It's just getting rocked. Like, it makes no sense.
That reminds me. Thank you for reminding me to make me even more upset than I already am. So I appreciate that. Here we go. Here's Mr. Ryan Helsley.
Talk about the tipping, but just pure execution-wise, how are you feeling you're executing your stuff right now?
Yeah, I would say it's been okay. It could probably be a little better, it feels like guys are swinging at 100 like it's 91 right now. So it's, when you feel like you got to be perfect out there, it's not a good thing. So just trying to get back to the basics and start at square one, and try to get back to form and, be myself and help the team win. There's been a lot of talk about the tipping, but
that's the problem that I'm having with him, is that you have bad habits as a pitcher. That you tip your pitches to the point where guys know what you're throwing. And even if you are getting a course correction from Hefner in the pitching lab, when things go bad, you revert right back to tipping your pitches. He's giving up 14 runs in 11 innings.
Yeah.
Anytime Helsley's in the game, you can almost guarantee that the first batter is getting a double.
Yeah. It's been horrible to watch. Like, he literally had, like, when he first came, like, 2 good games, and then he was awful. And then there was this one game, I forget what team he was against, but he went through the whole inning.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is it. Like, he figured out what it was, and then the whole dugout was hyping him up, and then literally the next game blew it up. So I was like, what happened last night? Like, what was working and it's not working now?
And then my thing is, too, is like, at what point is Mendy going to stop using him?
Yeah. Like, he is not reliable at all. So you can't put him in those situations where you need someone reliable.
No.
Yeah.
No.
If like some of the games that they were up like 10 runs, okay, throw him in there, just get him some innings. But then you put him in where it's a close game and he just gives up 3-4 runs every time.
It's super frustrating to watch, man. Like, the Mets, again, they had a historic August, and they were 11-14 for the most runs that they've ever scored. Like, what are we doing?
Even in that too, almost half of those wins came from players that just kept getting called up.
Yeah.
So 4 wins is from rookies that just came up.
Very frustrating.
Yeah.
Very frustrating. Brandon Sproat is coming up. Now, here's the thing that didn't get me excited because they might start him and then go to Senga.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah. You just have to, like, at this point, they have to try and just win every single game. So, Senga's not working, give Sprout a shot. If you don't work, then okay, at least you tried.
Exactly.
Yeah, but to put Senga in a game, to put Manayan in a game, is not, you can't take the risk at the moment. They have to figure out what's going on with them, and then you can, okay, they're ready to come back. But
it's just absolutely ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next series that they got that they playing up? Who are they playing? Because they just took 2 out of 3s from the Tigers. Should have been a sweep.
It's the Reds.
Oh,
Reds and Phillies.
It's the Reds. What did I say? By mid-September, they're going to be 3 games under?
Yeah.
Looking that way.
Let's see. Yeah, they have a pretty difficult run coming up. 3 at the Reds, and then 4 at Philly. And then who's after that? Rangers at home for 3 games, and yeah, so
that's not good.
Easy.
That's not good, man. Yeah. We are under the gun, so we're gonna see a lot of what this team is about, right? It's either they're gonna answer the call, or they're gonna fold like lawn chairs.
Yeah, I mean, like this is a series right here. If they lose, if they get swept, then the Reds are right back in it.
Yeah.
So, it's very important.
Here's the big thing, though. You know what's crazy is that I haven't heard Michael Kay say anything about Juan Soto in months.
Mm.
What about those fans that said Juan Soto? Oh, he's having a bad year. Bad year. This is what we paid for. Well, how's 37 home runs?
Yeah.
How's that look? How does 93 RBIs look? How does that look? How does 27 stolen bases look? How does an OPS of 905 look?
Mm-hmm.
How does leading the planet in walks look? This is a generational player who, when you look at his stats, everything screams Hall of Famer to you.
Yeah.
So for anybody to think that this guy was not going to put it together at some point during the season, they don't know who Juan Soto is. He's an obsessive baseball player. He's obsessed with the craft of getting better. Mm-hmm. They said that he's been studying stolen base moves, working on his moves in the duck. He is really, really trying his best to put another element into his game. And the fact that he's doing this in a situation where the team needs him to do these things. Like, he's getting some timely stolen bases.
Mm-hmm.
And he's doing that all to be able to help the team advance runners and get runners in the scoring position. This is a guy that it's nothing but, I just want to help the team. I want to make sure that the team is successful. That's a guy that you want to rally around. Mm-hmm. That's a guy that you want to put all the responsibility on and see how they take it. Juan Soto's been here before. He understands the big stage. New York is not big a stage for him. There's nothing that you can throw at him that he won't be able to handle. Mm-hmm. So shouts to Juan Soto, because all the Met fans, all the pundits, all the people are like, well, he's not playing well. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, it's like for a bunch of stats is potential career highs for him coming up. So, stolen bases, yeah, but home runs, I think last year had 41. So if
41, yeah,
I think is on.
So
pace
he's on pace to beat
40,
that, yeah.
42, 43. So that's gonna be number one. RBIs could be, the only thing that's down is average, but that don't matter,
Yeah, he's 257.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can be able to get that up there by 265, 270, I think that's indicative to the type of year that he had. Yeah. Just to be able to bounce back like that and know that you have a system that is going to listen to you in regards to just being able to be that great player and have have that superstar that we need. Like he's just somebody who I never thought that we would ever have.
Yeah, it's still like kind of weird to see that Juan Soto's on the Mets.
Yeah, it's just like having a guy that you know that is gonna be here as a building block. Like it's kind of like when we had Piazza, we took him for granted, right? We had some good years with him, but man, like when he was gone, it's like, yo, Mike's gone. Like he looked weird in that Padres outfit. So, what do you know what I mean? But really gotta appreciate the superstar that he is, man. Because you're seeing it right in front of your eyes how great he really is. You know, a lot of fans like, oh well, you know, we're not getting the Soto shuffle. It'll come.
Yeah.
Not this year. It'll come.
Yeah. He's just like also too like to see his like evolving throughout the year of him just looking more comfortable and being more open. And, like he's just having like a great time for the past couple months.
Yeah, man. He's fine. Yeah. I think he's finally feeling like a Met.
Yeah. And
that's important to be able to kind of dig in his heels and just let his game speak for itself. Because I think he won't admit this, but I do believe that he was probably pressing a lot to start. Just be able, because think about it, right? Like, you know, this big contract, you got to live up to it. You gotta be the guy. You gotta be consistent. You gotta be who they've always wanted you to be, or not. If not you, then you have to be like better than the numbers that you put up, right? Oh well, you hit 41 home runs last year. We need 50. Like why? 40 and 100 is just as good as anything else. Like I'm giving you 40, 100, and 100 walks.
Yeah.
There's no other player in baseball that's doing that. Outside of maybe Aaron Judge. So you look at his numbers, it's just impressive of what he's done, of how he was able to turn this around. And if any fan looks at his numbers and like, yeah, he's not that good, you're an idiot. You're a complete moron. So again, are we excited about Sproat coming up?
Yeah, like for me, I am, because these past couple weeks seeing the new pitchers, it just feels like, because the team was just so bad, just to see someone new kind of got some excitement around, like, oh, this is somebody new to watch. Like, okay, if they don't do great, that's okay. But like, I'm so tired of seeing these veterans getting paid all this money and then just blowing up every single game. Like, I want to see somebody that has a lot of promise and is fun to watch, and they have like something to prove. So they're going to go out there and give all of them just to even stay here. And especially they're in a playoff race. Like, that's exciting for like a young player to be in. So yeah, I feel like out of all the three that were up, McClain, Tong, and Sproat, I guess I'm least excited for Sproat, but maybe just because I had seeing McClain and Tong be so successful, like, I feel like there's bound to be one off game. So I don't know who that's gonna be with, but
that's fair. I mean, I think if we're gonna compare, like, this reminds me of Harvey, DeGrom, and Syndergaard, right? Syndergaard had the stuff. Sproat has the stuff, but it's like, can he put it together?
Yeah.
Right? McClain is Harvey, but because you can just tell the demeanor that he has. And Jonah Tong gives me early Jacob deGrom vibes. Jacob deGrom kind of reminded me of like this surfer type, very like, you know, smiling all the time. Gosh darn it. Oh, that's pretty cool. Like, that's the way Tong looks to me, right? He's very, very jovial. I love his personality. Yeah. Like, he's just a very laid back guy. You know what I mean? Very, very, like, you know, wears his emotions on the sleeve, very honest. So we kind of got our young version of what we had back in 2015, right? So we're gonna see how it transpires, man. I think all three of them are ready for the bigs. I don't know if Tong is going to get the call next year, but I know McLean is not going back down.
No. Yeah.
That's it. Like, the game that he pitched against the Tigers, I haven't seen pitches like that I can't even tell you who I've seen it from.
Yeah.
There was a sinker that he threw. It's 96. That thing broke like 7 to 8 inches, Silent Assassin.
Yeah.
Off the plate.
Yeah.
What are you doing with that?
It's like seeing like it literally looks like it right down the middle and then boom, just caught
like,
it. It's crazy.
The commentators was like, what the hell was that?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm watching, I'm like, have I seen like, do I just not pay attention enough to see like baseballs? Like I see like baseballs move, but like not like that. So I'm like, do I just need to open my eyes more while I'm watching the game?
No,
but no, it's just
it's just the wizardry by Nolan McLean. Like it's just he has so much movement and break on his pitches that even if he's struggling, you know that he's gonna be able to figure it out early because he's really good.
Yeah,
he's really good.
Yeah. I saw maybe 2 weeks ago, just give him, I think it was like $100 million for like 8 years. Just give it to him.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah, you know,
I would definitely lock him up early. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, especially to be thrown into this like, hey, we need you like kind of be like a savior moment, or you're like for the games that he picked, especially the first game he came in, that was like important. So for him to like be, I guess, like more than expected has been like, this is someone special. So, you know, I want to lock him down for a while.
Absolutely. And we just hope that David Stearns puts together a good team in the offseason that's going to be able to help and complement these young guys because Manaea, Senga, McGill, Montas, Blackburn's already gone. Griffin, Canning, get them all out of here. I've seen enough out of Sean Manaea. Like there's no fixing him. He's done. He had the one good year last year to be able to get his money because he's in a walk year. We see that all the time where guys in a walk year end up being a lot better than what they really are. He fleeced us. Cool. It's already done. The damage has been done. Send him somewhere else. Montal, we already know he's done. Okay, the UCL joint did us a favor. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We got it on this side. So I am not optimistic about the Mets for these next few series. I can see them going 2-4. Right? Because it's 3 game sets.
Reds 3 and then 4 Philly.
Okay, 2-5.
We'll see.
Listen, the last time I said it, what happened, Silent Assassin? Don't try to throw it under the rug now. You tell them.
Yeah, that's fine.
Huh? You tell them.
They did lose 3 out of 4
That's
to
right.
the Marlins. But what I say, listen, I'm just worried about series. Win as much series as possible. They won against Philly. They won against the Tigers.
Right.
2 very good teams.
Yes.
I don't care about the Marlins. Marlins always ruin everything. So it was expected.
What if they lose 2 out of 3 to the Reds?
Then I'm going to be mad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that's different.
If Helsley, you know who Helsley is? Helsley is the new Maton. Or what was his name last year?
Yeah, Phil.
Phil Maton.
Yeah.
Get him out of here. He was the worst.
Yeah. He was like amazing during the season.
Yeah.
In playoffs, who is this guy?
Who knows? Maybe Helsley be the reverse, but he can't pitch no more. Like, he's so bad that he might not make the playoff roster.
Maybe, yeah.
That's how bad he is.
Yeah.
Because you can't trust that.
Yeah. Yeah. It just, like, kind of like, what... Because, like, to be honest, like, he was having a good season, but not the type of season that usually you get from him when he was still on the Cardinals this year.
Yeah, because last year he had 49 saves or something like that. Some crazy number.
Yeah, like he was having, like for his means, like having a down year, but coming to the Mets has been just absolutely dreadful. Like what, like I don't know, he's not getting along well with the pitching coaches. Like they're not on the same wavelength, you know, but just to come over here and, you know, just completely like explode is something's just not right.
I just think that some people are just not built for New York, and I just don't think that he's a big market pitcher. He's a small potatoes guy, and that's all right. You know what I mean? So, moving on to the greatest segment on the planet, Dummy of the Week.
Dummy, yeah.
Every week I go ahead and ask who is the Dummy of the Week. Who you got, Silence as?
I'm going with Framber Valdez from the Astros.
Oh, man. I'm going to let you take the reins on this. And listen, don't get nice, okay?
Okay.
Let him have it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So
let me go ahead and build.
Dummy, yeah.
So he's his catcher's kind of calling him off, like, you know, shaking him off, like let's like reset, whatever. I don't want to throw that pitch or whatever.
Yeah.
So then next pitch is a 3-run home run, and then Framber's kind of pissed off. So next pitch he throws just crosses up his catcher and then just walks off the mound. The catcher's like, "What the hell, like you doing, bro? Like, what are you going there?" Framber is just like, "Whatever. Like, I'm pissed off at you. Like, this is all about you." But like, I'm like, you're the pitcher, bro. Like, you have to make your pitch. Don't throw the pitch right down the middle and then be upset you gave up a 3-run home run. You know, it's not like, you know, like you threw something that, you know, wasn't hittable.
Right.
And then also, too, just like the teamwork aspect. Like, why are you getting mad over your teammates, like, publicly at that fact? And then also, you're in a playoff run, too. You got to have this chemistry, team chemistry and whatnot. But it's just a stupid move because also, too, that could have been really, really dangerous for the catcher if he, you know, got injured in that play and then you're out. A catcher.
Tore a rib cage muscle, whatever it was. Like,
just stupid. So if I'm the manager, I'm just like have a conversation like what is going on? Like, go out there, pitching coach, go out there. Like, you can't be doing this type of stuff.
Yeah,
So, but,
I completely agree. I think if I was the catcher, I will go up to Valdez and I'd be like, you choose the spot. You choose wherever this is going to go down. The next time I see you, I'm putting hands on you.
Yeah, we're fighting. Yeah.
And then after that, it's done. I'm putting hands on you. Because how else did you want him to flag you down? Did you want him to just wave his hands and then run out to the dugout or run out to the mound to you? He literally was.
Yeah. Like,
you weren't in your stride yet. You were looking at him. Just because you didn't want you wanted to throw the pitch. Okay, cool. Throw the pitch and you gave up the home run. Don't blame me for that. That has nothing to do with me. I'm trying to help you reset because the pitch clock was going down.
Yeah.
So just take the ball and then reset. What are you doing?
Yeah. It's just like oh, like, well, you're distracting me, you missed my pitch, but like still like you threw the pitch, bro.
Yeah.
It's your fault.
So you're a bonehead.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, people are dragging his ass because they're like, oh, he's a terrible teammate. I can't even fault that because it's like, why would you think that that's okay to be able to do that to a teammate? If there's a misunderstanding in the game, let's have a conversation after the game.
Yeah. Not publicly in the middle.
Not
like
publicly
pitches.
during the actual game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and kudos to the catcher for not grabbing his ass in the dugout and throwing him across those benches. It would have been Jeff Kent and Barry Bonds in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. That was crazy when I saw it. That was crazy when I saw it. Because the justification, and you have his agent come out, oh, he would, like, dude, come on now. Like, you're paid to do damage control. That's your job. So I'm not listening to anything you have to say. We all saw it. We understand the timeline and the time of and the turn of events. We understand exactly why it happened. So miss me with that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Dummy, yeah.
That was a good one. Mine is could be a combination. Maybe it's just one. May I have the drum roll, please? And the winner for Dummy of the Week, Rampage Jackson. Rampage Jackson gets my...
Dummy, yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Rampage Jackson did not do anything wrong. It's his dumbass son, Raja Jackson, that is in the media right now. He's getting bad press, and rightfully so, because he knocked Psycho Stu unconscious in a spot where it wasn't supposed to be that. He was supposed to have a spot where he picks up the guy or runs in and gets his get back, has that surprise appearance, but he slams Psycho Stu, knocks him unconscious, and then proceeds to hit him in the face with hammer fists and crosses more than 9 times. So it's like, where did you think the line was? And Rampage Jackson was saying, listen, he hasn't spoken to his son. He's not happy. If his son is going to get turned into the police, that's fine. So the part that bothered me about the interview, and he had interview with Ariel Helwani on the Ariel Helwani show, he said that he was mad with Psycho Stu, that Psycho Stu hasn't issued out a statement yet. And I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry. You wanted the guy to issue a statement while he was still trying to make his brain heal. Got it. You want a guy to be able to issue a statement when possibly he doesn't have his phone because maybe his wife took his phone so he can be off social media for a while because he does have PTSD. I see. Maybe, just maybe, you don't blame people that actually are the ones that got assaulted or beat up. You just make sure that you give the accountability to where it needs to go. Your dumbass son. So for me, it's like, yeah, be mad. If you don't want to talk to your kid, cool, but don't make Psycho Stu into this person that's this villain. Yeah, there's some stories behind the scenes about how, he tends to drink a little too often and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, none of that stuff that he received was deserved. What happened with Raja Jackson is that he got embarrassed. He was embarrassed, and the fact that he was doing a live stream, obviously, if you're somebody and a content creator that values the chat comments and is a slave to the comments in your chat section, you are going to do stupid things that like you just did. Because the comment section are always derogatory. It's horrible. It's not a nice place to be. There's a lot of racial undertones there. And I'm sure somebody was like, "Yo, you gotta get your get back. You can't come out. You can't go out there like a punk." Now him being scared that he's gonna lose his followers, then he decides to go ahead and make that decision that might be a career-ending decision. Stupid. So for him, he's an idiot. But for your father and Rampage Jackson to blame Psycho Stu, come on now. Like, what are we doing? What do we do? Oh, what? It's always, there's nothing I hate more about people when it's time for them to be accountable, and then they start talking about whataboutisms. Well, dude, take the accountability and take the responsibility for what you did. You can't have it both ways. You can't talk about your son and how he needs to be an adult, how you're not messing with him, how he ran your name through the mud, and then at the same time say, well, Psycho Stu, man, like, he why don't we ask how many fights and how many altercations he's had in the locker. Like, come on, dude. Like, you just look corny bringing those stuff up. And it makes me, just lose respect for these guys that end up selling their souls just to be able to live stream and collect a check. Like, dude, you got to be better than that. You got to have some moral compass. You got to understand that there's more to life than live streaming. There's more to life than just having a billion followers where you have to be, again, slaves to the content, because if you're not, they're going to tell you what they want. And a lot of times it's not always the nicest content. So that's my thing. Rampage Jackson, do better. You want your son to do better? Be a better father. Instead of ignoring him in his time of need, how about you rally around the kid? That's what I would do. But everybody parents differently. So, Rampage Jackson. And on top of that, too, I'm going to give it to Ariel Helwani, too. Because you go ahead and you don't even ask the right questions. Don't be trying to give people layups. I don't like that. I don't like layup interviews. I don't like those. Challenge them. And then Pat McAfee, you gotta share some of this too. Oh, well, it's not a big deal. Like commercials. Shut up. Shut up. It is a big deal. For a 40-year-old man and his family where he doesn't even want to be around them. He just wants to see Scott Hansen. Okay? Don't take that away from him. Don't do that. The man worked 40 hours, got shit pay. Tires need to be fixed. There's things around the house that need to be fixed. And he just wants to sit there and watch football for a couple hours and have nobody in his face asking him to do this, do this. Where's this? Where's this? We got to pay this bill. Oh, we got to talk about this. No, we don't. So, hold the dummy.
Dummy, yeah.
Both of y'all. Rampage.
Dummy, yeah.
Pat McAfee.
Dummy, yeah.
That's all for the show. I'm always going to have a PSA. And my PSA is going to start with the dead hands of Donald Trump. Did you see the dead spot in his hand?
I did, yeah.
You see the cankles that he has? Like, there's something physically going on with him that obviously the White House is not going to tell us the truth, which is fine. I'll just sit and wait. I'll just sit and wait till that day. That glorious day that happens. I think there was some rumors or some announcement that the idiot son, Eric Trump, was going to run for president in 2020. Please do. Please do. I can't wait. If it's not J.D. Vance, I hope it's Eric Trump. I hope so. Because they'd really be doomed. Mm-hmm. But more importantly, what's happening right now, especially in New York, a lot of corruption is going on. Zoran Mamdani, and shouts to Zoran. He's making Eric Adams and Andrew Cuomo really, really suffer and spin their wheels. They're so desperate to the point that Andrew Cuomo is calling Donald Trump for help. So what Donald Trump is suggesting is that he might end up giving Eric Adams and the other guy, the Republican Sliwa, jobs in the administration so they can drop out of the race and give Cuomo better odds at winning the mayoral race. Can you believe what we're talking about? Outright corruption. So the same person that says, oh, I know how to beat Donald Trump, you're calling Donald Trump on the phone for help. Why would anybody want to vote for Andrew Cuomo? And at that point, if you're still somebody who wants to vote for Andrew Cuomo, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. Yeah. So people need to wake up. People need to realize what's going on in plain sight. They're not even hiding it anymore. They're not even trying to mask it. You need to be the one to make the change and understand how to be able to help your community, help your constituents, help your colleagues, whatever you have to do to make them aware that their vote counts. They need to go ahead and vote people in, hold them accountable, go to town halls. And if they don't do what you want them to do, then you are in charge, you're in control, and you will respond by going to the ballot box and voting the asses out. This is what we have to do. We have to be a stronger Democratic Union. We have to be a stronger Democratic Party as well. Get some leaders in there. Get some faces that people recognize and people can be able to relate to instead of these dead-ass zombies that they roll out there like Chuck Schumer and Corey, I love Netanyahu Bush. Get him out of here. Or Booker. So it's enough already. You know, we had Robert F. Kennedy on the Hill today, you know, in the Senate meetings. Man, what an idiot. The man is the chairman of the HHS and has no idea what the hell's going on. No idea. These are the people that they chosen to be in charge and they have no idea what the hell's going on. Dr. Oz. Didn't he have a damn daytime show at one point? Who the hell cares about Dr. Oz?
I just remember my mom watching him.
Yeah, my mom too. She used to watch that show. Yeah. The Doctors.
Yeah. That was it. That's all. I'm like,
that's
why
it.
Is he around this now?
I didn't even know he was a real doctor.
I don't even know. Like, was that fact checked?
It's crazy.
Had, like, the credentials.
Yeah. What credential? What pass do you got to be a doctor? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, that is my PSA. Just be vigilant. Understand exactly what's going on, and make sure that you're watching not only linear TV, but you're also watching independent shows as well. Independent media is the way the future is going in regards to our sports, in regards to our news, in regards to pretty much a lot of things in our society. You need to watch independent media. Choose a source, choose a couple of sources, and get involved. Get educated in regards to what they're talking about, what a lot of people in the mainstream media are not talking about. We're not putting pressure on the Epstein files yet, but yet these courageous women said that they have some stuff that they have to share. So I'm looking forward to that. But at the same time, we need to be vigilant and make sure that you're doing the right thing. That's all for the show. Good show in the new studio. You know, I like the look. I really do. I don't like this left hand situation over here. It makes me look weird. But we'll figure that out as we go. I'm happy that the sign is working because I thought that it was broken. And I was looking in my emails like, is there a warranty on this thing? They're going to tell me, yeah, sure. You called the first time in 3 years. Get the hell out of here. No warranty. So I'm happy that I found the plug and didn't realize that I plugged out, the wrong thing and tried to make space. I was just trying to help. I was trying to help Silent Assassin before she came down here and wrecked the studio. I was just trying to help. That's all I'm doing. So stay safe, stay cool. Peace.